The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. Russia has launched its biggest swarm of drones in months against Ukraine. Kyiv's mayor said Russia had fired 60 drones at Ukrainian targets, including 36 at his city, which were all shot down. Over in Odessa, a food warehouse was set ablaze by a missile, where officials reported 3 people were injured. Moscow is said to be making a final push to try to capture Bakhmut, which has been under Russian attack for months. Ukrainian Ground Forces Commander Colonel General Alexander Syrsky said Russians hope to do that by May 9, in time for the Victory Day holiday, marking the Soviet Union's triumph over Nazi Germany during World War II. Though Russia is marking the anniversary of the World War II victory on May 9, Ukraine has formally moved their commemorations to May 8, a move that aligns the war-torn nation with Western countries. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky moved to formalize the day that Ukraine marks the Allied victory over Nazi Germany as May 8, a move quickly condemned by Russia and destruction. He noted, though, that it would not succeed. For Kremlin, May 9 would remain sacred for many in Ukraine, as there are veterans from the nation who took part in the war. Russia's foreign ministry spokesperson even went as far as calling Zelensky a traitor, or the embodiment of Judas in the 21st century, for supposedly betraying the memory of Ukrainians who died fighting the Nazis. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron led commemorations of the 78th anniversary of the Allied victory over Nazi Germany at the end of World War II in Europe. Macron laid a wreath and rekindled the flame at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the Arc de Triomphe before greeting war veterans. He also paid homage to the statue of France's war leader, General Charles de Gaulle. Victory in Europe Day, or V-Day, marks the end of the war in Europe in 1945. Although fighting against Axis ally Japan continued in Asia until August. Meanwhile, Canada has expelled a Chinese diplomat after an intelligence report accused him of trying to target a Canadian lawmaker. Canada says it expelled Chinese diplomat Zhao Wei, who was allegedly targeting a lawmaker critical of China's treatment of its Uyghur Muslim minority. The expulsion escalates already tense relations between Canada and China and is likely to prompt a response from Beijing, who is Canada's second largest trading partner. China's embassy in Canada condemned the expulsion and has formally protested the move to the government. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now World. I'm Diego Castro. Thousands of Serbians staged protests in the capital Belgrade following two separate mass shootings. Crowds marched through the city center behind a banner reading Serbia against violence. They were demanding better security, a ban on violent content on TV, and the resignation of key ministers. Last week, a schoolboy who brought two handguns to his school killed 6 pupils, a teacher and a security guard. A day later, a 21-year-old man brandishing an assault rifle and a pistol killed 8 people in central Serbia.
We have gathered here to pay our final respects to the murdered children and to take every possible action to prevent such atrocities from ever happening again anywhere.
I am here to demonstrate solidarity against the pervasive violence in the media, in parliament, and in daily life. I am here to show my support in the wake of events that have shattered us and to pay tribute to the lives of the children we have lost.
2 people were hanged in Iran after they were sentenced to death for blasphemy. According to the Iranian's judiciary website, the 2 men were executed for insulting the religion of Islam, the Prophet, and other sanctities. The website reported that the 2 were running dozens of online anti-religion platforms dedicated to the hatred of Islam, the promotion of atheism, and insults to sanctities. Human rights group Amnesty International condemned the executions, saying the death sentence over social media posts marked a new low for Iran's authorities. This year's Pulitzer Prizes have been awarded on Monday to honor outstanding works in journalism and literature. 2 winners were awarded the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. These are Barbara Kingsolver's Demon Copperhead and Hernan Diaz's Trust. For nonfiction, the winner is Robert Samuels, and Toulouse Olorunnipa's His Name is George Floyd, on one man's life and the struggle for racial justice. In music, the Pulitzer Prize was bagged by Rhiannon Giddens and Michael Abel's Omar, a musical work about enslaved people brought to North America from Muslim countries. The Pulitzer Prize also honors outstanding journalism during a violent year that included Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, mass shootings, and floods and flames fueled by climate change. The Los Angeles staff won the prize for breaking news reporting, Wall Street Journal for investigative reporting, and New York Times for international reporting. The Associated Press won 2 Pulitzer Prizes for journalism in public service and breaking news photography for coverage of the Ukraine war that included startling images of Russia's siege of Mariupol. The public service winner receives a gold medal, while winners receive $15,000. The prizes were established in the will of newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer and first awarded in 1917.
The recognition from the Pulitzers this year is particularly meaningful because they've recognized the very essence of who we are. AP journalists, and really the whole of the AP staff, no matter what department you work in, at your core, you're mission-driven, and you're motivated by the belief that journalism is a public service. And we believe that when a story is breaking anywhere in the world, it's our job to be there, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard.
And those are the top world headlines of the hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. Coming right up is Agenda at 8 a.m. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.